Dewsbury TV. Local Music Mag.
Welcome to episode 3 of Local Music Mag. This week I have a gentleman called Pete Long with us. He does the Acoustic Circus, and Pete is basically going to tell me what he does, where he does it and who he does it with. Hiya Pete.
Hi
Thanks
Anna,
for coming
how are
and
you?
joining us. I'm grand.
Pleasure.
You?
Pleasure. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Now, I've had people tell me that some of the artists we've had on the show are a little bit folky, because they come in with the guitar and that's all they do.
Yeah.
But I think that within the acoustic element of, shall we say, the music scene, there's all sorts of different genres.
Oh, plenty. I mean, folk is just 10% of what you can get on an acoustic guitar. I mean, you're talking all types of music, be it rock music, punk, disco, dance, blues,
Dance
country.
music on an acoustic guitar?
Oh yes.
Cool.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. We've got a few people who do. Well, I mean myself. I mean I do. I Will Survive on acoustic guitar.
I Will Survive.
And also you know stuff by.
That's got to. Is that Gloria Gaynor? I Will
It is,
Survive.
yeah,
See,
yeah.
bit of Gloria Gaynor, but that's.
There's nothing you can't do on an acoustic guitar.
There's all sorts. And
All sorts of music.
I've seen performers who.
Yeah,
Brey,
exactly. I mean,
I say Brey, the thump it.
way of playing it as well. I mean, you can use a plectrum, you can use your fingers, you can be hitting the body of a guitar, you can be playing ballads, you can be playing more rock music on it, etc. You can use distortion pedals on an acoustic guitar. You can have delay on acoustic guitars. I mean, one of the most famous musicians, John Martin, from the 70s, he used delay pedals. Yeah. And there's so many people. I mean, it's just a guitar. It's not a genre. It is just a guitar. It's just... People make a mistake with thinking that acoustic guitars equal folk music. Well, if you're going to take the line that all music in a way is folk music, then yeah, sure. But I know what people mean, folk music. I mean, it's not me, hi, finger in the ear job. There's a lot more to it than that. But it depends on the performer. There's so many different types of music, as you said. It's not just acoustic music. It's like saying pop music or rock music. It's so wide a genre. And we get everybody coming to our events. We do everything. Okay,
so tell me a little bit more about Acoustic Circus, because you have lots of different venues.
Yeah, certainly,
and lots of different people in.
Yeah, I mean, we do acoustic open mic nights, acoustic sessions, which is more of like showcase nights, etc. People do 30-minute slots. Open mic nights, anybody can turn up 3 or 4 songs, etc. Various venues around the area, the Alma Inn in Thornhill, Blackpool in Birstall. We do something at Matthew's Coffee Shop in Cleckheaton as well.
Matthew's, best place for teas for two.
Very good, very good.
Really nice.
We've got a place in Leeds we're doing in about a week's time at a place called the Full Circle. There's the new Beehive in Bradford, that's a new one as well. The Red Rooster in Brighouse. I'm going to forget somewhere. The Shears Inn in Liversedge. I'm sure I've forgotten somewhere. But there's about eight different venues at the moment, and there could be well more as well. But there's also all dayers we do as well, at the tap room in Batley.
Oh, the tap rooms. That's at the top of the hill, isn't it? The tap rooms in Batley.
Yeah, it's
just as you come out of Batley Town Centre before you go down onto Bradford Road.
It's at the end of Commercial Street, coming down to Hick Lane traffic lights. Yeah.
That's quite a big pub, isn't it?
It's a great pub. It's a great landlord, great bar staff, great feel, really nice place.
Completely different atmosphere to Matthew's Coffee Shop, which is really small and intimate.
And Matthew's tends to be, the event there tends to be much more a laid-back, songwriting, performing sort of place with coffee and laughs, etc. It's not, it's different to the other stuff we do, to be honest with you. Yeah. But, and everybody's welcome. And we get, as I say, I mean, there's so many different performers. I wouldn't say everybody who's going to be on your show has played at an Acoustic Circus event, but 9 out of 10 will have done.
Like Dylan Brey.
Dylan Brey, indeed.
Who is absolutely fabulous. I saw him on Sunday at Acoustic Days up at 6 Lane Ends Club. He's just...
Dylan started playing, I can't remember how long ago it was now, my memory betrays me, but Dylan was 13 when he first started,
He's not much older than that now.
Oh, he is.
Is he?
He must be.
He looks.
He must be.
He does look very old.
His
Dylan,
hair
if you're
is a lot
watching,
bigger.
you do look very. Your hair is massive as well.
His hair is getting bigger all the time. But Dylan's a sound guy, really nice lad. But he's been playing on the circuit for, as I said, seems like years now. And he's everywhere he plays goes down well.
Yeah, I loved him. I thought he was grand.
Nice kid.
We're going to play Morley, the Morley song.
The Morley song,
I'm going to say
yeah.
Morley Lad because I think that's in the subtitle to the song.
It's one of the lyrics, definitely. I'm a Morley lad.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that song. What did you think?
Oh, it's a great song. As I say, it's one of his best songs. It's one of the first songs I think I saw him do. I think there's a lyric in there about it used to be so much more, now it's all made of glass and stuff like that. He's a very good observational songwriter, is Dylan. And again, he's so young.
Just entirely too talented. I can't wait to have him on the show. And he has this wonderful little thing when he's performing, that he stands on his tiptoes when he sings.
He does, doesn't he? Now you say that, I hadn't noticed that, but he does.
I have to ask him about it when I get him on the show. Here is the Morley song.
Well, I'm not ashamed to call this my town. If there's been more good things than the bad, yes, I'm a Morley lad. Well, I haven't been around too long to know what's going on, but I've heard things in the past that Morley used to have some class, but now it's all covered in glass. But I'm not ashamed to call this my town. There's been more good things than the bad, yes, I'm Morley lad. Well, there's been plenty of changes, and they're not all for the good, but I'm sure I'll see much more as I'm growing up. But I'm not ashamed to call this my town. It says been more good things than the bad, yes, I'm a Morley lad. Yes, I'm a Morley lad.
So, back with Pete. Tell me what's coming up this year for you.
Oh, this year, well, with Acoustic Circus, all kicks off this weekend, really. I mean, January is, as it is with most places, has been a quiet month, and of course the pubs have been quiet, so we don't tend to try and do too much at this time of year. It's more of a planning time of year is January, but coming up this weekend, for instance, we've got the Black Bull in Bristol on Friday.
Right.
That's the open mic night, which has been going the longest of all the events that we do at the moment. And then on Sunday, we're at the Red Rooster in Brighouse, which is a new venue. Or we have played there before, but it's going to be a new monthly venue. The weekend after that, Saturday the 8th, it should be a real mega night. is the Full Circle in Leeds. And
Leeds.
We've got Julian Soka playing. We've got Eternal Teenage Syndrome playing, John's band.
Yeah.
Who else? We've got a guy called Isaac Grinsdale, who's a fantastic musician, great songwriter. We've got a band called 555, who I'm going to plug because I'm in them. Who are an acoustic band, great songs. And who else have we got now? We've got a guy called Carl Alexander and his mate Chris Grimshaw, who do some really, really beautiful covers together. And a bit of open mic in between. And that should be a really good night. And that could go on to whatever time in the morning. I mean, we've provisionally said 2 o'clock in the morning, so hopefully...
And you get kicked out, really?
Well, it's a very bohemian venue. It's like a cafe bar, but the sound guy is brilliant. It's called Chesh. He's got dreadlocks down to his knees and all that. He's been around, you know, hippie circle all his life, and he's a fantastic sound man. It's just a great setup in there. That should be really, really good.
So I've got to ask you now, because you said you've got Julian Soka and ETS in.
Yep.
Now they're two very, very different performers, aren't they?
Oh, definitely, yes.
What's Julian Soka like? He's how can you describe his sound?
A tour de force doesn't really actually describe him well. If you take elements of blues, classical, gypsy folk music, and rock and psychedelia, and you chuck it all in a mix and stir it up, and then give it to a biggish guy in a hat who abuses his guitar something rotten. He once borrowed my guitar. I thought he was going to break it, but he didn't break a string on it. But he plays the out of it. He really does. He's absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
Fantastic musician.
I can't wait. I'm going to have to come to this.
It's a pleasure to know people like that.
Yeah.
And ETS. I mean, ETS are going to do an acoustic set, but they're using their drummer. I can't remember his name now. Sorry about that. But their drummer's going to be playing various parts
Jimmy?
of the kit. It is no, Jimmy's the bass player, Jimmy Hetherington, and John as well, obviously playing guitar and singing, and Jimmy sings as well, obviously.
Yeah.
They blew me away when I saw them playing at the tap rooms about a month or so ago.
They are a bit good, aren't they?
And that was a full set, but I'm expecting great things from their acoustic set as well. And that's original songs about local life around Dewsbury and all that, about local girls, about local drinking, about waking up at the gutter at 2 a.m. in the morning and having to stagger home. It's about
Don't know what they're
life.
talking about. I've never done anything
It's about
like
life.
That. I've never done out like that. I must never have lived. I've always been good.
But the two, as you say, the two different things going off there. You know, there's that and there's that and there's this and there's that, and it's.
I'm going to hold this.
I'm sure
again.
quite a lot of viewers would remember the old-time music hall we used to put on the TV in the 70s from Leeds City Varieties Club and all that, and you used to have the barker, like, ladies and gentlemen, and Les Dawson would come on stage all dressed up, and everybody's dressed in Victorian costume and all that. And it was a variety night, and you had comedians, singers, etc.
So comedians and pure vocalists, they're all welcome at the Acoustic Circus.
Yeah, it isn't all just about playing an acoustic guitar. We have a band who I haven't seen for a while. There's a couple of guys called Raspberry Tortoise.
Raspberry Tortoise, what a cool name.
And they basically, if you don't mind me saying, they're kind of like a bit influenced by Depeche Mode. Actually, Depeche Mode is they love Depeche Mode. Depeche Mode and the Pet Shop Boys, etc. But it's a keyboard and a guy singing.
Wow.
No acoustic guitars. And we have people like Gemma James, who's a great female vocalist. She comes in with backing tracks and just sings. And we have a guy called David Ramsbottom, who's a comedian, and he's come to the Alma Inn and he's done some stand-up comedy, which I give him full credit for. That is one of the hardest things to do. It's bad enough sometimes for some people to get up in front of a microphone just with an acoustic guitar and sing, but to do comedy, where you're expecting a laugh after everything you say. So anybody, poetry, comedy, singers, keyboards. The only thing we draw a line at is a full drum kit, and that's just down to the nature of the venues that
because
we do.
It's just
because of
so
sound.
big and yeah.
I mean, parts of a kit, you know, that's not a problem. If somebody's playing a cajon, which is the box we sit on.
Yeah. My friend Ben Parcell plays one of those.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and you know, parts of a kit, you know, like percussion's not a problem at all.
So you would welcome bands from further afield, like from Manchester, like...
Anybody, yeah. I mean, I've got a guy from North Wales coming over at the end of February to play at the Black Bull called Adam Scott, who's got a band now, like an acoustic band, with a guy on the cajon and I think a bass player, and he plays acoustic guitar and sings, and he's fantastic. And there's another guy who, if you ever get the chance to see him, called Ash Mandrake.
Ash Mandrake.
Ash Mandrake is an experience in himself, and he's been to some of our events, and he is like, if anybody knows what Beowulf is,
yes,
and that spoken Anglo-Saxon storytelling, that candlelight, but with music as well, and he wears costumes, all made himself, and he plays a double-neck acoustic guitar bound in leather.
Oh, this guy sounds kind of special.
He's just amazing. He's just a brilliant guy. And you can find Ash on Facebook, as you can everybody else I've mentioned is on Facebook. Just look for the names. They're all there.
And we've got a band from further afield today who we're going to play a video for, the Greeting Committee.
Yes.
Borders and Patrols.
Yes.
What did you think to them?
I liked it. I thought when it first started off, I was expecting a little bit more. I thought it sounds a bit like Kasabian, probably having a barbecue with Oasis, but it kind of like, it went on a bit too long. I was expecting a little bit more, but for, you know, I mean, it was good, yeah.
Here we are.
Bye. Look around, please open up your eyes. There's another way now. Please open up your eyes to toleration breaks down.
Back in studio, ladies and gents. I think you need to make up your own mind with regards to the greeting committee. Pete gave us his opinion. I think they're fab. What do you think? Pete! Tell me about your solo work and the stuff you do with your band 555.
Well done. Some people call it fee, and it's like, you know, it's not. 555, yeah. 555 is an acoustic 5-piece. Saxophone by Ethan Bowen, guitar and lead guitar by Zachary Robinson, vocals and acoustic by Dan Varley, lead guitar by John Feather, and me playing acoustic guitar and backing vocals, and Zach does backing vocals as well.
So you're a bit busy?
There's a lot going on, and we've got to be careful where we play, because it's like the number of inputs is usually a bit of a problem for some of the sound men we encounter. So. But yeah, we're playing a lot, and it's really, really good stuff. It's like original stuff. We've got a few covers, but we tend to concentrate on doing our own material, because that's the point of playing music.
Yeah.
The point of playing music is to create, and you learn the guitar to be able to create music, not to necessarily do other people's material, which is a great way to learn to play, and it's a great way to do versions of other people's material. But I always think, personally, this is my own opinion, that the purpose of playing guitar is to create music with, and that's what 555 is about. It's an electroacoustic experience. It's a fantastic band, and you can buy a CD for £5.
Fiver, bargain. Where can we buy a CD from?
Well, at the moment you can just buy it at the gigs. I mean, we do have plans to actually be able to sell it online as well. This is just a live recording of us playing, really. But it's very good quality, and it's got some cracking tunes on it. But we're going to be in the studio again this year, definitely, and that material will definitely be for sale on iTunes and everywhere else, Bandcamp, and everywhere we can. Bandcamp is a really good place, isn't it? It's good for selling music. Yeah. I tend to use as well, for my own material, a site called Reverb Nation, which is brilliant for sharing music with. That's a great site, is that. But SoundCloud as well is a great site for music. But the great thing about SoundCloud and Reverb Nation is it links really well with Facebook. Right, yes. The Reverb Nation Facebook player, that if you want to share your music from that Reverb Nation site to Facebook, the player is second to none. There's no other site that does it. And I know people have their own experiences, and I've seen in various conversations on Facebook people saying, what's the best site to use for this? And people say Bandcamp, SoundCloud, iTunes, Reverb Nation, etc. But it's a great site. Try them all. I think if you try them all, certain sites are better for other, certain stuff, etc. So if anybody wants to come and hear 555 play, where are you next? Well, we're playing at, I mentioned before, on February the 8th, the Full Circle in Leeds. Right. We're playing there. We're playing at the Hop in Leeds. Date escapes me at the moment off the top of my head, but if you go to our site or Facebook page, you'll find the links there. We're playing at the Fenton in Leeds. We're also playing at the Doyle Fest in Cleckheaton, end of March. Postcard in Holmfirth, end of March. But all the gigs, as I said, can be found on like Facebook, and we put them up regularly. Just join the site. You'll get updates, etc. all the time. but it's a good experience. It's just like the camaraderie of being in a band is something as a solo musician, something which I've missed a lot. It's just a great feeling of working with other people, and as people in bands know.
It's like a think tank, isn't it? A meeting of like minds.
Yeah. I mean, getting 5 people in the same place at the same time to do the same thing can be a headache sometimes. It's easy to, when it's your own stuff, you can
it's the same in television, trust me.
I know. When you're doing like your own material, it's up to you whether or not you get in the car with your guitar and go off to that gig. So if you can't be motivated, you're no use in a band. No. So, but the whole band experience is brilliant, and we've had some great gigs. We've played like all over, and things are looking really, really good. But we're kicking off, as I said before. January's been a period of booking gigs, etc. And we've got a load of gigs coming up. So as I say, 555, look out for it.
You also, like any arduous musician, yes, because you work hard, don't you?
I do. I try.
You work hard as musicians. You do some solo stuff as well.
Yes, I mean, I've been doing solo stuff for... I used to play in a band in the 90s called Moon Pump, which some people may remember.
Pump. What a name.
What a name.
Moon Pump.
Don't ask what it means, no idea. But since about 2007, I've been doing my own material, or actually gigging my own material as Van Ray UK. There's a CD, again, £5.
Another one.
And another one, £5. And
available at gigs?
Available at gigs, available online as well. You can download some of the songs for free. But again, I think if you're going to sell a CD, I also like the added bonus of if you want to come and buy a CD, come to the gig. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone that way.
Yeah,
and I think that's what music is about. It's one thing actually listening to music, but it's the live experience of seeing the person.
Oh, the live experience of music is just second to none. I absolutely love live music.
And this is a problem around the area with a lot of pubs closing down. There's less venues to play. But a lot of the venues that have kept going because of live music, and with people like John Hetherington, people like myself, people like Keaton Online, and various organisations, Donald O'Driscoll with the Crown of Lights, etc. These people have been, we've been putting music forward in pubs and keeping it going. So a lot of the pubs which are staying open are the ones which put on live music. So think about that if you're in a pub trade and you want to stay open. Book us.
Yes. Book the bands. You're going to sing us a song?
Yes, I will. I'll sing you a couple of songs, I think. But first up, I'll sing you a song called Die Waiting. Die Waiting. And I'll then sing you a song about a man made of bacon. Bacon. It's the answer to everything. It certainly is. Go on then, Die Waiting. OK, will do.
Local Music Mag.
Here at Hetman Electrical, we can service your Dyson for only £19.90, and we think we are the cheapest in the area. We also boast a very quick turnaround, in most cases same day. At Hetman Electrical, we are the one-stop shop for all your domestic repairs, and when we fix it right. Call Hetman Electrical on 01924 412 107.
Dewsbury TV.
You could die waiting, or you start dating, but I won't join a queue to get close to you. And there's things you want, well that's fair enough. Sure there's other stuff you ain't telling much. Am I in your sights? I do all the above. We could do anything, we could fall in love or die waiting. I would hunt red deer if I could get near to you, but serpents I won't kill, storming battlements I will, 'cause I'm a dragon born of two dragons sea. It'd be like slaying my own, be destroying my home. Here I am bewitched, be dazzled and be calmed, but I mean no harm. I'm not every man. Am I in your sights? I do all the above. We could do anything, we could fall in love or die waiting. Do we have to fight? It's been an endless night for us, but I know we cannot be, and it's the end of all this fuss. Am I in your sights? I do all the above. We could do anything, we could have fallen in love. Am I in your sights? I do all the above. We could do anything, yeah, we could have fallen in love. Am I in your sights? We could do anything, we could have fallen in love or die waiting.
To misbehave.
I'm Matthew Burton and I watch Dewsbury TV.
Dewsbury TV. Dewsbury TV. Dewsbury TV. Putting Dewsbury on the map.
And we're back. Pete, somebody said you had a dog.
Yes, I've got a dog.
Oh,
well, I say I've got a dog. My ex-wife has a dog, which used to be my dog. But it's kind of still my dog, but it's my kid's dog, which is the main thing. She's called Lucy, and she's about 12 years old, and she's a collie cross, and she's gorgeous.
And that wasn't convoluted at all?
No. You have a dog, Anna, so
I do, yes. I apologise for being covered in white dog hair and fluff, but I have a German Shepherd Akita cross, and he's white, and he's massive, and his paws are as big as my hands. And
how old is he? 5
months.
Oh.
And he eats me most of the time, chews on my hands all the time. He's fabulous.
Cool.
I never thought having a dog would be so much fun.
Oh, yes. That's your first dog?
Yeah, well, I grew up with dogs, but it's my first.
I'm interviewing you now. Is it your first dog, Anna?
Yes, as an adult, but no, right. I grew up with dogs. We had an Irish setter when I was growing up.
So you're more of a dog person than a cat person?
Definitely, definitely. Dogs are big and stupid, and cats are just
A bit like men.
Evil, I think.
You'd say.
What, dogs?
Yeah, a bit like men.
Yeah, they want
Big
picking
and
up
stupid.
after. And yeah.
Fair enough.
No, it's just that I have to excuse the fact that I'm covered in white dog hair and
That's
it's
cool.
all over my cardigan, so I'm very sorry, viewers. And a bit of a discretion.
Diversion.
Thank you. It's a bit of a diversion from the musical thing. But you have another song for me, and dogs and your song don't really go together, but the answer to every question has to be bacon, I'm sure.
Yes. It's a true story as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah, it's a true story about this guy called A Man Made of Bacon. And so I
All
wrote
right.
a song about it.
I'll sit back and I'm ready. Tell me.
Well, I wrote this song called A Man Made of Bacon with the idea of trying to sell it to Danish.
That's so...
And then I found out they'd gone into liquidation, so I couldn't sell it to Danish and make my millions that way. So I just perform it now at open mic nights, and people say, play Man Made of Bacon, Pete, and I go, no, because I'm sick of playing it. But it's a great song, and it's a very catchy song, it's a silly song, but it's a true story.
A true story?
Oh yes, honest. I wouldn't lie to you, Anna. Would I lie to you?
I'm not sure if I can actually answer that question.
Well, we don't know each other that well. No, I wouldn't lie to you. It's a true story.
A true story about a man made of bacon. Take it away, Pete.
Thank you very much.
That's it for this week, ladies and gents. I've thoroughly enjoyed speaking with Pete Long, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. He's a thoroughly decent chap, just like Simon, and I can't wait to get him in again sometime soon. Next time, we have a duo called Skinny Living, and they are just unbelievably talented. I'll have them in talking about Irish accents, touring in Holland, being amazing, and asking the question, does the awesome rub off?
Credible, edible, man made of bacon. It's a true story, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Many things in the world I don't understand. So many things I can't get my head around. Wobbly wheels on supermarket trolleys, fly spittle and a fish boggles. But if I hear what is true about the man who walked into you, then I'll eat my own hat, yes I will, until I've actually seen. Credible, edible, man made of bacon. It's a true story, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Credible, edible, man made of bacon. He's a walking enigma, walking, talking, man made of pig. Yeah, put him between two large loaves, fry him up on a big gas burning stove. How can you fail to see him? Walking down the street all made of bacon. Lady Gaga got nothing on him. He's a fully farmed snack all ready for the eating. Credible, edible, man made of bacon. It's a true story, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Credible, edible, man made of bacon. Incredible, edible, man made of bacon. It's a true story, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Truly incredible, and definitely edible. I'm not faking. He's made of bacon. No, not bacon. I said bacon. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. All together now, incredible, edible, man made of bacon. It's a true story, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Incredible, edible, man made of bacon. Incredible, edible, man made of bacon. It's a true story, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Truly incredible, definitely edible. He's made of bacon, I'm not faking. One half Danish, the other half Jamaican. Incredible, incredible, edible, man made of bacon. Shabba!
Thank you.